This week on Full Circle Florida, it's a whole new ball game. Vice President Kamala Harris injecting a wave of enthusiasm for Democrats. Who will be her VP pick? Rick Klein is here with new insight on how that decision will be made and the strategy behind it. Plus, the expanding battlefield on the campaign trail with Harris now taking over the ticket. Which states are now in play? Is Florida one of them? What we're learning. Plus, I went out to get your voice on the new matchup, Harris versus Trump, what you told me. And shining the light this week on the dark underworld of human trafficking. I speak with an ex-CIA agent now on a mission to give parents the power to protect their children. Welcome in, everyone, here to Full Circle Florida. We are 99 days and counting away from election night, and here to sort through it all, our voice of reason, as always, Dr. Susan MacManus. All right, so many questions. Let's start at the top of this news cycle this week. Kamala Harris, so much has changed since we last spoke last week. All indications are she's not only going to be the Democrat nominee, but will pose quite the challenge for former President Donald Trump. She rolled out her campaign. What are your thoughts on how this was handled between Biden and Kamala Harris and how she's rolled out her campaign so far?
It was handled very well. It's almost like it was known that he was going to do this and they had to arrange everything. But that's the way you have to organize campaigns. Very quickly, she had endorsements, she had the money, she had the message, she had where to go, all in one place. Her rollout was almost textbook-like. And on top of that, she sounded more confident than she normally does, had a big smile, and injected a big bunch of enthusiasm into Democrats across the country.
She made something like 100 phone calls right off the bat, hit the ground running. Meanwhile, Trump's VP pick, JD Vance, raising eyebrows this week as viral videos have surfaced showing that in 21 he said on camera that parents should have more voting power than people without children. He also said on Tucker Carlson that same year, quote, "We are effectively running this country via the Democrats, via our corporate oligarchs, by a bunch of," his words, "childless cat ladies who are miserable at their own lives and the choices that they've made, so they want to make the rest of the country miserable too. It's just a fact," end quote. So Kamala Harris is a stepmom to 2 children. Pete Buttigieg also has 2 children with his partner they're raising. Isn't winning elections supposed to be about addition, not subtraction? And if he has to have this record of saying these kinds of things, I'm just wondering, who is this appealing to, and is that a winning strategy?
Well, first of all, it was a very poor thing to say, and I'm sure he wishes he had never uttered those words. But let's be real. People have to understand. Where we're going right now is that both campaigns are going to have opposition research consultants who help them go back and comb through what the other party has ever said. Kamala's already had some things that she said pulled out against her. Of course, you're going to see it for both presidential candidates and both VPs. This is where we're at. It's called opposition research. You find anything you can whenever you said it, even if it was in junior high school practically, and it can be used against you. And people don't like it, but that's reality.
All right, quickly here, the states on your radar now that you're paying attention to, which ones might be in play now?
The 7 swing states are still very much a focus. But so far, when people look at the map, they think that Kamala may be able to make some inroads into 2 of them, Georgia and Arizona. There's also a wild card, which is North Carolina. And of course, some of this feeds into who she might select as a vice presidential running mate.
Yeah, those electoral votes are going to count in North Carolina, Arizona, and Georgia. Of course, 270 is the magic number, and we'll see how this plays out with 99 days to go. All right, Susan, stay with us, and we'll come back to you in a little bit. Meanwhile, with the table now set for what appears to be the Democratic Party of Kamala Harris, now, does that change how you feel about this race? Well, this week, I hit the streets of Tampa to get your voice. Okay, Biden is out, Harris is in. How does that change the race? Does it excite you, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat? How does it change things? Here's what you told me.
Kind of crazy. So
Biden's out, Harris is in. Do you have an opinion?
No.
Okay. The race is heating up literally and figuratively. Biden dropping out of the race, does it change things for you?
No, thank you. I'll pass.
You got it. Thank you. University, go Gators. Can we get your thoughts on Biden dropping out and Kamala Harris appears to be, well, on her path to getting the nomination for the Democratic Party? Your thoughts?
I think it's the best thing that could happen. I'm surprised Biden even knows what country he's in, poor guy. I know he's up in age.
You guys want to participate in a little poll?
I don't even know, to be
You don't
honest.
know?
I'm not really into politics, unfortunately.
What do you think about Kamala Harris being the prospective nominee? What do you know? What do you think?
I haven't done enough research to give a biased answer, to be honest with you.
Are you going to vote? You got time.
Yeah.
What do you think about Biden dropping out? Harris is in.
Actually, I don't really know a lot about Kamala Harris.
What do you really think?
I think the whole thing's crazy, and I'm a Trump guy, and it's not going to change my opinion. Biden for sure, in my opinion. Everybody has their opinion, but Biden, I feel like, is not a very good president. I feel like Trump is going to bring us to glory.
I think that it's time for a woman to be in the office, for sure. There's other countries that are doing it. Hey, African American, the next step is a woman.
No more heat jokes. I'm done with the heat jokes. It's played out. Does that change your mind about things?
Don't like any of them.
It's hot. Everyone knows it's hot. Although, pardon me, ma'am. Can I ask you a question real quick? Do you think she's a better candidate, tougher candidate, more of a challenging candidate for Trump, or does it make a difference?
I would say probably it's going to be more of a challenge. And so she's going to definitely get a caliber of the vote. But I think Trump and Vance are up to the challenge.
Thanks for talking to me. I appreciate it. Have a nice run. Appreciate it. Thank you. Take care. Still to come on Full Circle Florida, Kamala Harris has one more trump card to play. Who will be her VP? And there's a key strategy behind that selection. Rick Klein joins me next with sharp insight.